Great. I'm Kila. I'm part of the programming team, and I will just introduce you to Andrea Okereke, who will help with the translation.
Hola.
Hola, ¿cómo estás?
Bien, gracias. ¿Y ustedes?
Muy bien, muy felices.
Okay. Thank you again, Angelica, for sharing the film. It's such a gracefully captured film about fragility, and I wanted to start it asking with something very simple. And how did you meet up with Laura and her family?
Okay.
You can translate.
¿Entendieron?
Sí.
Okay.
Ok, perfecto. Bueno, realmente esto es una historia familiar. Laura es mi prima y su papá es mi tío. Y básicamente, pues esto fue como lo que nos permitió ir como tan adentro de esta historia y estar como tan cercanos, porque pues hay un vínculo ahí muy próximo, aunque ellos viven pues en otro país, en España, y yo vivo en Colombia. Pues digamos que a partir de ahí es como yo encuentro la historia.
So the father of the child is her uncle, and that's how they got involved in the story. Una pregunta, ¿es posible que hablan en inglés? Y si hay algo que no entendieron, yo traduzco.
¿Cómo?
Ustedes hablan inglés, ¿no?
I can speak a little bit.
Okay. Is it possible to for us to speak in English, and I can translate anything that is a problem?
Okay.
Is that okay?
We'll try. Okay, we'll try.
Okay.
Cool. So who's translating what she just said?
That's basically what she said.
What is
The dad is her uncle.
Okay, great.
And that's how they got involved in the family and the story.
Okay,
I
great.
wasn't prepared for it in Spanish, so I didn't hear everything.
Oh, right.
So I
Okay.
thought she was going to answer in English. Do you understand what I mean?
Oh, okay, great. Sorry, I'm just so are you translating, are we speaking in English, or are you completely speaking in Spanish?
We can speak in Spanish. We can speak in English. We will try, and if we have something that we need to translate.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, brilliant. Great, cool. And how long did it take you to film the family then?
¿Cuánto tiempo tomó hacer la película? Pues como...
Okay. 5 años. 5 años.
Well, we think since 5 years ago, Angelica decides to make this film about her cousin, and she looked for a couple of friends, David Correa, the DOP, and Manuel Villa, like a director assistant and sound guy, and they traveled to Spain in 2017, and they spent something like 2 months trying to live with the family first before to have the camera. 2 months later, they take out the camera and start to film, to shoot, being part of the family, because this is like an intimate film. And after they spent 2 months shooting all this process with Laura and with the family, and they come back to Colombia. After that, we spent like 2 or 3 years watching all the material, because it was a lot of material recorded, and we start to play with the image, with the sound, trying to find the best possibilities with the film, with another friend here called Juan Cañola, the guy, the editing guy, and just until 2020 in December, we realized that we finished the film, and this is the first time. So it's more or less about it. Is this the timing of the film, the production?
Great, thank you. I really liked about the film was that you really focused around the relationship of empowerment and accountability. And, you know, it's the most obvious between the relationship of Laura and her dad. I wanted to ask you, like, what was your intention in proposing this story arc? I hope that makes sense. Do you need us to translate it, or are you okay?
¿Entendieron o quieren que traduzco?
Yo no entendí la
Por favor, ¿nos puedes
Ella
traducir?
le gustaba mucho la historia de ella, entre ella y su papá, y quería saber cómo elegiste en qué historia vas a concentrar. ¿En qué parte cómo elegiste, en qué parte de la historia entre ellos, o en ese tema, iba a ser enfocada en la película?
Ayúdame a responder, que es básicamente como que no queríamos filmar la transición, sino lo que pasaba después. Y ahí es donde viene el papá como con su ausencia y como el miedo.
Angelica wants to show a film about the present of Laura, not about her transition, about her process between Oscar and Laura. It's not that, it's about the present being Laura and about the family issues, something like el duelo del padre, the father's
Who lost a son?
a father who lost a son, and a mother who have afraid, but she's also decided by the empowerment of Laura.
Yeah.
So the narrative arc is about the present. The present about her first communion as
A reformation?
as a woman.
Yeah, no, I totally agree. And I the one thing I wanted to talk about is how much you gave a lot of agency for each of the character to really dealt with their fragility around the issue that kind of, you know, you can really see it. The father really is still quite discomforted by the situation and still trying to process his feelings of losing a son. And, you know, I think it was beautiful that like the camera really allowed that space of processing. And I really I'm curious whether you were intentionally doing this while filming, or is this something you were thinking about before filming, or is this something that had happened in the edit itself? Does that make sense? Yeah.
Bueno, ella dijo que le gusta mucho que, ¿cómo se dice? Ustedes daban mucha, what did you say? Agencia, no sé cómo se dice agencia, agency en español. Como lo hicieron, como cada persona tuvieron su espacio para ser como son. Y por ella fue evidente que el papá todavía tiene como descomodidad que su hijo ahora no existe. Y ella quiere saber si eso fue intencionada o es una cosa que fue en el proceso de hacer el edit.
No, es algo que está.
¿Entendés? ¿Me entendiste?
Sí.
¿Cómo lo quieres responder?
No, que es algo que está ahí permanente, pues que son emociones que todavía son presentes. Que no fue una cosa anotada, una cosa que está, que es la realidad.
this emotional feelings is about the reality of Oscar. Angelica knows him because he's her cousin. So from the starting of the film, and before shooting the film, she realized that Oscar has this strong feelings about the to live the process and to understand that Laura now is Laura, and Oscar is what he feels like a other son that he missed.
Yeah, thank you. I'll just read some of the questions from the floor. Okay, 5 minutes. So one of the questions is, how did Laura's film react to? Oh, how did Laura react to the film? Laura seen the film?
No, no lo he visto.
Not already. Laura is very, very, very curious about the film. She's very happy now, and she knows that we are watching this film for the first time in the world today. We are preparing the better way to show the film. We want to be there with she, because she's in Spain. We are in Colombia now, and for the COVID and all this situation is difficult to travel, but we are preparing that because we want to show not just to Laura, we want to show to the family and the community where we shoot the film. We want to present to them as soon as possible.
Yes, that would be so lovely. You can share us the reaction afterwards.
Of course.
Yeah. There's another question. There's a moment in the film when your uncle talks about missing Oscar and there's a cut. We return to the same scene. Can you talk more about that decision?
Can you please translate us?
Yeah. It's the last one.
Hay un momento en la peli cuando el tío habla, perdón, no tengo mis anteojos, cuando el tío habla sobre que extraña a Oscar, y hay un edit en este momento. Entonces, después regresamos al mismo escena. ¿Pueden hablar un poquito de esta decisión a hacer el edit en este momento? ¿Sí? ¿Entendieron? ¿Sí?
Pues mira, cuando Oscar está diciendo que extraña a Laura, ahí se corta la escena después de esto, llora, se corta la escena y vamos a ver el siguiente. ¿Por qué no vamos a cortarla ahí?
Pues yo creo que es como un poco porque esa escena lo que quiere mostrar es ese conflicto que tienen los adultos que siguen hablando alrededor de un tema que para ellos no está resuelto, pero quien lo tenía que resolver lo resolvió hace mucho tiempo. Creo que ahí como que queda en evidencia que la confusión es tan grande.
Can you please help us translating this?
Okay. Yes. Just bear with me 1 second. You want me to translate the question again? Is this right?
No, the question, no, the answer.
Oh, to be translated. Yeah.
Disculpa, pero no escuché bien.
Oh,
Perdón.
Okay.
Vale. En esa escena, la intención es un poco dejar en evidencia que quienes siguen teniendo un problema con la situación son los adultos, los grandes.
Momento. Okay, so they wanted to make it obvious that the adults in the situation still had a bit of an issue with the situation. Okay, bueno.
Siguen como debatiendo alrededor del tema cuando fue una decisión que Laura tomó hace mucho tiempo y está muy tranquila con ello, mientras los padres todavía siguen como en esta confusión de entender.
Ok. En el centro de esa frase no lo escuché bien.
De la última, ¿ahí me escuchas bien?
Ahora sí.
Okay. Que los adultos son quienes siguen teniendo dificultades para entender la situación y por eso siguen hablando todavía del tema, mientras que Laura lo resolvió y para ella ya es un asunto muy, muy normal, mientras los adultos siguen confundidos todavía.
Okay, so they just wanted it to be clear that there was still an issue going on, they were still confused, they were still talking about the situation. And so it was an elective decision to let that kind of, in a way, I'm paraphrasing, to let that sit and to make it evident that there was an issue at hand that they were still having to deal with. Okay.
What is the relationship now between Laura and the father? Is it still in the same state?
It's good, it's very good. Yeah.
Great. Perfect, wonderful. Well, thank you so much for joining us today. Sorry for all the little glitches on our end. And hopefully we'll get to catch you in Sheffield soon. Please do share the reaction.
For sure. Thank you so much to you, to Sheffield, to the public here in this screening room. For us, he's very happy to show this film here for the first time, and all the best.
Thank you.
No, of course, thank you. You can hear that.
Muchísimas gracias.
Gracias.
Muchas gracias.
Hasta la próxima.
Ciao.
Ciao, ciao. Thank you so much, everybody.